The stocks discussed on Phil's Gang are not in any way a recommendation or solicitation to buy, sell, or hold. If considering acting on information presented, we first recommend you seek out a competent, licensed professional for advice. Get ready for the radio show that tells you what Wall Street doesn't want you to know.
Oh, I'm a money magnet. Money coming to me. Money sets me free. I'm a money magnet. Money coming to me.
It's your daily dose of how to manage your money. And now it's time for Phil's Gang on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. With your host, Phil Grande.
So, as we go into Thanksgiving weekend, I want the American people to know is that we are taking every possible step to keep our homeland safe.
And this is the same guy that told us if we liked our insurance, we could keep it. If we liked our doctor, we could keep it. Same guy. I don't feel so warm and fuzzy when he tells us that, do you? Welcome to Phil's Gang, coast to coast around the country, off the Wall Street Radio Network. Welcome to my special Thanksgiving show. And I'm going to tell you what I am thankful for. I am thankful that we only have about 13 months left before we get rid of this man. 13 months before he destroys this country even more. Yes, we've had a terrific stock market since 2009. The market's gone up over 200%. But unfortunately, very few have participated in that prosperity. In fact, most of the people, about 95% of the people, are doing worse now than back in 2009. Median incomes have dropped under this president. They're doing worse. Used to have a full-time job, but now because of Obamacare, they have a part-time job. Instead of having great mining jobs and oil drilling jobs and coal mining jobs and construction jobs, we've now added 1.4 million waitresses and bartenders, where we've lost over 1.7 million mining, construction, so forth, good paying jobs. So I am so thankful that we only have 13 months left of Obama, who proved to be incompetent, more so than Carter, a socialist, certainly a liar, and the laziest president of all past 33 presidents. And let's not forget he's an Iranian sympathizer. He has destroyed our country from within by using accounting tricks, using stock buybacks, quantitative easing, just to enrich a small segment of the population. And the gang, we take advantage of it. Of course we did. We follow the money. But his idea was to take care of his friends, his money bundlers. We've never seen so much crony capitalism since Obama. But he's really destroyed the country's moral fabric by disincentivizing work. He's increased the size of our welfare state just to build a constituency that will vote for he and his liberal Democrats, to give them stuff. That's what he did, to give them free stuff to guys like Dwayne. I'm going to play a clip that really got to me. This was a guy by the name of Dwayne in front of Judge Judy, who's getting all kinds of money from the government. He stiffed the person he was paying rent to. This highlights. This is the result of this administration. Listen.
I get a stipend from the county to pay my rent.
I'd like you to tell me about that stipend.
I mean, I get like $400.
Do you need a tissue?
No, I get like $437 a month to pay my rent. You know what I'm saying? From the county, you know.
$437 a month from the government.
Yeah.
Which government?
The The Ramsey County aid office. That's where I live in St. Paul. You know, they got an aid office when you can't find no job and you're a student. They give you money to live on. You know what I'm saying? If you already got your own apartment, you know what I'm saying? They give you money to live on a month just because you're a student.
Well, if you were getting money, why didn't you give Miss Reed any money for rent?
Because our agreement was that I didn't have to pay you.
What I'm asking you is if it's for you free money, which is what it is, free money for you.
I mean,
so
because
what you were doing.
I wouldn't want to pay her.
No, just pay attention to what I'm saying. The county was giving you free money, and it was for rent. Why weren't you giving that money towards your own rent when you were living with Miss Reed?
Because she said she was going to cover it. That's why.
So what did you do with the money that you were getting?
I spent it on myself.
Right. That's what I wanted to hear. That's where I figured we were going.
Right. Yeah.
So you lied to them and said it was for rent.
No.
No, I want you to follow this college student, third-year college student. Listen to me. If the county is giving you money for rent, and you're not using that money for rent, but using it for yourself, then you're stealing that money. You're already getting $22,000 for tuition.
I'm not stealing anything because I'm unemployed. You know what I'm saying? That's the reason that they pay you. You know what I'm saying? I ain't stealing nothing. I don't got to give her nothing.
Got it?
I could live in a hotel with that money. I get it. I can go rent a hotel with the money that they give me for living expense. I was living with her because we were in a relationship.
Mr.
You know
Brooks, I want you to try to follow this concept, sir. Bird and I, as taxpayers, have said to young people like you, if you are in school, we will help you. We will help you with loans and aid and grants so that you can finish school and stand up and become a productive citizen. That's what Bird and I have done as taxpayers. In addition to paying $22,000 for you to become a functional musician, what we have also said is, and we're going to help you if you don't have a job and go to school full time, because we're not giving you this $22,000 a year for you to sit back and play your guitar. If you don't have a job to help you pay rent, we're also going to give you $450 towards rent. Right. So that you can live. It is supposed to go towards your rent. Right. It's not supposed to go for eating out and car or insurance. It's supposed to go, this money is targeted for rent. Right. Do you understand? So when you're living with Miss Reed and sign a lease.
My conversation is rent. You know what I'm saying? Just her being around me is me paying rent. You know what I'm saying? I don't got to give her no cash. You know what I'm saying? That's what she was there for. I'm 21 messing with her. She's 30. You know what I'm saying? That's what she's there for.
We're not talking about her. Listen to me. Hey, we're talking about Bird and me. We're talking about us supporting you. Just a minute. I don't want to talk to you. Okay. I don't want to live with you. I don't want to look at you. I don't want to have dinner with you. I don't want to have a breakfast with you.
Listen to me. That's why I didn't pay her rent.
Listen to me. You're not paying attention to me. I don't even want to pay your rent. The government says I have to pay your rent. Even Officer Bird doesn't want to pay your rent. But if we have to pay your rent,
I appreciate it.
We don't want the money that we send to you for rent to go for anything else other than rent. That's what it's earmarked for, because you also said you get grant money and $1,000 a month, another stipend.
And
so
all
you
the
get
other
other money.
Chicks want to
Do
pay
you
cash
understand?
Too, you know? That's what I do.
What do you do?
I'm me. You know, that's why. I'm me. That's the only reason.
That's what we're creating.
Him.
That's what we're creating.
Yeah.
A him.
A him.
No, we didn't create a him. Obama created a him. Did you hear what he said? The county pays you to be unemployed. That's this guy's brain. This is why we need to be thankful. This Thanksgiving, we have 13 months left of this culture that Obama put in place. What are you, nuts? We'll be right back. Join my gang, Phil's Gang. 15 pounds a hour at Phil's Gang.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
From the perspective of the U.S. economy, I think we've seen continuing signs of strength.
Continuing signs of strength? What are you, nuts? Household spending dropped to its lowest level since 2008. Retail sales dropped to its lowest level in 9 years. Wages to its lowest level in 30 years. Disposable income to its lowest level in 40 years. Home ownership to its lowest level in 30 years. What's he talking about? That's Jack Lew, our Treasury Secretary. We can't trust anything that comes out of Washington or Wall Street. And that's why I want you to join Phil's Gang. My name is Phil Grande of philsgang.com. Well, the reason you stay away from the stock market because you're fearful, because no one has taught you how to invest. You go to school to learn how to do math. You go to school to learn how to drive. Why don't you go to school to learn how to invest using charts? Join my gang, philsgang.com, the best teaching format in the country when it comes to stocks.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-GANG. 877-600-4264.
Hi, I'm Phil Grande, philsgang.com, Phil's Gang Radio Show. You know, we just went through a 1,900-point stock market drop, fastest drop ever in 2 days. Most of you panicked. At Phil's Gang, we didn't look at it as a crash. We looked at it as an opportunity because we were short. Why? Because I was able to teach my students how to read a chart so in advance they would know that the market was going to go down. It's all about learning. It's always amazed me. Our whole life, someone teaches us to play baseball, someone teaches us to ski, someone teaches us how to drive a car. But there's nobody there to teach you how to invest in a stock. And that's where I come. I think I have the best teaching format in the country. Check it out. It's philsgang.com. So you'll be so comfortable. You don't care if the market's going down or the market's going up. Join my gang, philsgang.com.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-GANG. 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264.
Our economy has been moving.
Yeah, in the wrong direction. This is the same guy that told us we could keep our doctor and we could keep our health insurance. Hi, I'm Phil Grande, philsgang.com. Look, I have the best teaching format in the country when it comes to learning how to invest in stocks. People will tell you that. Look, we can't listen to Wall Street. We can't listen to our government. We listen to our charts. That's why you join philsgang.com. Food stamps have exceeded 45 million for 50 straight months. And he's telling us things are good. What are you, nuts?
Go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-4264.
Middle-class economics works.
Works? Where? Show me where it works. You tell us the unemployment rate is 5.1%, and you only get to 5.1% by making sure people don't have a job. Think of August. August, the unemployment rate went down to 5.1% because 200,000 people couldn't find a job. If they found a job, our unemployment rate would be at 10%. Isn't this amazing? Hi, I'm Phil Grande of philsgang.com. Aren't you sick of this stuff? Aren't you sick of these politicians? They keep lying to us. You know, Wall Street does too. And how many times have you said, boy, I hate Wall Street. I hate the stock market. But that's the best place in the world to make money. But you need a lesson. You need a lesson on how to invest. That's where I come in. Join my gang, philsgang.com. It's the best teaching format in the country when you want to learn how to invest in stocks. philsgang.com.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-GANG. 877-600-4264. There is only one talk show host, Phil Grande, who delivers both social and financial talk. Not even Hannity or Rush can deliver a 1-2 punch like that. That's Phil Grande, philsgang.com. Phil Grande is unique, the industry leader, the first talk show host ever to combine social issues and finance into winning stock market ideas. That's Phil Grande, philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com.
They just told us right away that we're going to house you, we're going to feed you, and every single one of his medical bills is just all taken care of.
Saber que el tratamiento es completamente gratis nos quita una preocupación de encima.
We have phenomenal research, outstanding clinical care, and the generosity of public, which allow us to treat patients regardless of what it takes. And that's what makes St. Jude so magical.
At St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, families never receive a bill for treatment, travel, housing, or food, because the only thing a family should worry about is helping their child live.
Doctors send us the toughest cases to be treated at St. Jude, and our patients come from all over the world.
When we come here, they told me, don't worry, everything's been taken care of.
We could never repay St. Jude for what they've given us.
Because of you.
Gracias a ti.
Because of you.
there is St. Jude.
Welcome back to the Phil's Gang Show. This segment is brought to you by philsgang.com.
And welcome back to Phil's Gang and our special Thanksgiving program. Tomorrow is Thanksgiving, and great day. Everybody loves Thanksgiving. And we have a lot to be thankful for. And I think one of the biggest things to be thankful for is that we only got 13 months left of this administration, this president, this culture that's destroyed this country. But at the same time, when people look to the stock market and it's up 200%, and they give Obama credit, and he deserves the credit, he really does. But what he has built is a fraud, a felony. True. The stock market is not up 200% because companies have good earnings, because they're creating good jobs, because they're productive, or that we're increasing our productivity. And here's the problem. Our stock market is going up, but your lifestyle is going down. Our stock market's going up, but there's no productivity. It's fake. It's fraud. And it's productivity that gives us our lifestyle. Median incomes have dropped under this president, while the stock market's going up over 200%, which tells you not many people shared in this. But I want you to share in this. And that's what I do with my gang every day. We have the same 5 stocks every day. Schlumberger, one of the best oil sector jobs. Stocks. Schlumberger, driller. It's a fantastic driller, fantastic company. We follow that every day, all year long. So when it goes down, we make money. See, that's the difference. By following the same 5 stocks, I make sure that my gang members know how to short just as well as they know how to buy and go long. That's the beautiful thing about it. They get great confidence because it's the same 5 stocks. They're ahead of the stock. They know what they're doing. When you keep on going and listening to people on these shows, on these financial shows, and they got this stock and that stock, and you watch Barron's and all this stuff, you got this stock, and too many stocks. And we say, well, I'm going to hand it over to somebody to take care of me. Who's going to take care of you? What are you, nuts? Nobody takes care of you. They used to with a pension. Yes, when you had a pension, they took good care of you because it was in what? It made sense. It was in the best interest of your employer. Because when the pension did well, it showed up on his bottom line. It helped him out. It also helped him out because you had this relationship. You work hard, and he'll take care of your retirement. You'll live the same lifestyle you became accustomed to while you were working when you're retired. It worked until these gangsters took the pension from us because why? Because, again, if you take the liberal, you take the Democrats, who their biggest constituency back in the 50s and the 60s were the unions, who pushed for more and more and more. They wanted every employee to live like the manager, to live like the boss. They wanted this health care. They wanted that health care. They wanted their birthdays. They didn't have to work on their birthdays, but they got paid. They pushed and pushed and pushed. And the timing was perfect. Because finally, when President Reagan was successful in getting rid of the Cold War, and Russia collapsed, communism collapsed, socialism collapsed, those countries watching like India, China, they said, we're not going to go this way of Russia. We're going to side with capitalism. We're going to open up our massive labor and we're going to go over to the United States and tell Wrangler Jeans, who was one of the first ones that moved to China, how much are you paying your people with insurance and everything else? Well, we're paying them about $20 an hour. How about you can ship them over to China, and you're only going to pay $1.50 an hour. It was the end of the Cold War that the timing, that everything lined up perfectly. And everybody took off and went to China. All our jobs went to China, went to India. Because, see, the unions kept pushing and pushing and pushing. How can you pay somebody $30, $40 an hour making jeans? They can't do it. So here we are again. Now they decide, now it's switched, where, okay, guy like Obama comes in, and he tells everybody, here I am. You're going to be entitled. 47% of Americans who love Obama, they're the same 47% who are dependent on the government, who believe, like Dwayne, he's entitled. Others who believe that they are victims. They all endorse Obama. They love Obama. And Obama endorses his narrative of redistribution of wealth. And he said, look, we're going to redistribute this wealth, and we're going to take care of you. So 47% believe the government has a responsibility to care for them. And they're going to do it through redistribution of wealth, and that is his narrative. So, people believe they're entitled. They're entitled to health care. Here we go again. To food, to housing. You heard Dwayne. You name it. 47% of Americans pay no income tax. But you'll never convince the 47% that they should take personal responsibility and care for their lives. Impossible. And there's the problem. So, it was just lucky back when all the jobs were shipped over to China and India, at the same time, we ended up with a technology boom where we could absorb all the millions of people who are unemployed. More when we get back on the special Thanksgiving program. Phil's gang, join my gang.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
Hi, I'm Phil Grande of Phil's Gang. You know, on May 29th, I warned that a stock market crash was coming. I also warned in July. Both times, I was watching my technology, my PT2 chart, and it turned from green to red. Both in May and July, we had substantial warnings. We saw the industrials fall. We saw that the market, the Chinese market, was falling, was getting worse. Oil was falling. Copper was falling. Everything was falling. But again, CNBC was telling you, hey, things are cheap. Diversify. Everything's wonderful. But my chart was giving me something different. And on both those occasions, both in May and July, I told my gang, let's short the stock market now, because my PT2 chart indicated a sell-off was coming in. And we did. And we had a wonderful ride all the way down. Join my gang, Phil's Gang.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-GANG. 877-600-4264.
Middle-class economics works.
Works? Where? Show me where it works. You tell us the unemployment rate is 5.1%, and you only get to 5.1% by making sure people don't have a job. Think of August. August, the unemployment rate went down to 5.1% because 200,000 people couldn't find a job. If they found a job, our unemployment rate would be at 10%. Isn't this amazing? Hi, I'm Phil Grande of philsgang.com. Aren't you sick of this stuff? Aren't you sick of these politicians? They keep lying to us. And you know, Wall Street does too. And how many times have you said, boy, I hate Wall Street. I hate the stock market. But that's the best place in the world to make money. But you need a lesson. You need a lesson on how to invest. That's where I come in. Join my gang, Phil's Gang. philsgang.com. It's the best teaching format in the country when you want to learn how to invest in stocks. philsgang.com.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-GANG. 877-600-4264.
They just told us right away that we're going to house you, we're going to feed you, and every single one of his medical bills is just all taken care of.
Saber que el tratamiento es completamente gratis nos quita una preocupación de encima.
We have phenomenal research, outstanding clinical care, and the generosity of public, which allow us to treat patients regardless of what it takes. And that's what makes St. Jude so magical.
At St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, families never receive a bill for treatment, travel, housing, or food, because the only thing a family should worry about is helping their child live.
Doctors send us the toughest cases to be treated at St. Jude, and our patients come from all over the world.
When we come here, they told me, don't worry, everything's been taken care of. We could never repay St. Jude for what they've given us.
Because of you.
Gracias a ti.
Because of you.
There is St. Jude.
Hi, my name is Phil Grande, philsgang.com. You know, every day we read in the paper or we hear on radio or TV how the market is rigged. So what? It's rigged to go up, not to go down. You know this market hasn't pulled back 10%, not 10% since 2011, and you're not in this market. You want the market to be rigged. All you got to know is when to get out before it blows up. That's why you become a gang member, philsgang.com.
Go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-4264.
Hi, I'm Phil Grande, philsgang.com, Phil's Gang Radio Show. You know, we just went through a 1,900-point stock market drop, fastest drop ever in 2 days. Most of you panicked. At Phil's Gang, we didn't look at it as a crash. We looked at it as an opportunity because we were short. Why? Because I was able to teach my students how to read a chart, so in advance, they would know that the market was going to go down. It's all about learning. It's always amazed me, our whole life. Someone teaches us to play baseball. Someone teaches us to ski. Someone teaches us how to drive a car. But there's nobody there to teach you how to invest in a stock. And that's where I come. I think I have the best teaching format in the country. Check it out. It's philsgang.com. So you'll be so comfortable, you don't care if the market's going down or the market's going up. Join my gang, philsgang.com.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-GANG. 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264. What is Phil's Gang? philsgang.com is a subscription website service that host Phil Grande has been teaching and providing daily stock investment recommendations for over 15 years, all in the name of making its customers educated investors and helping the kids at St. Jude's Children's Hospital. If you want to take charge of your financial future, then do not wait any longer. For only $49.95, become a Phil's Gang member today. Go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Welcome back to the Phil's Gang Radio Show. Want to know more about Phil's Gang? Go to philsgang.com. Now, here's Phil.
And welcome back to Phil's Gang, our special Thanksgiving radio show. Talking about what to be thankful for. I'm really thankful for my wife, Marta, and for everything I have. But I am also thankful that there's 13 months left of Obama, that we're done with him. We're done with him. I'm also thankful that there's a way to make money in the stock market where you don't have to hire somebody. You don't have to hire an expert. You don't have to hire what they call a financial advisor.
What's a financial advisor?
That is a term that means almost nothing. It is somebody who might be a financial planner, or it could be a broker who is really a salesperson.
The vast majority of so-called advisors, around 85%, are not fiduciaries.
That's the problem.
Our responsibility begins and ends with our partners and our shareholders, and that's it.
The rule.
That's it. That's the problem with the market. But today, you don't have to depend on someone. You don't have to depend on his knowledge as to the fundamentals of the company, as to free cash flow, as to margins, as to sales to book. You haven't got to know any of that. Today, with the technology we have, you can take a stock, put it on a chart, and it's the big institutions that drive the stock up. It's very simple. When the institutions support a stock, when they start buying it, that purchasing of that stock, that's energy. That gives it the pricing power to move up. If they aren't buying that stock, it's not going to move up. Like Intel. This is one of our 5 stocks. We ended up with a 14% return on Intel. It's only because we could identify on our chart that the institutions like JP Morgan and Goldman Sachs, who do all the research, when they started to accumulate more, we could see it on our chart. You could see a pattern. Very simple. You don't even have to be a high school graduate to figure this out. I can tell you that. I never graduated from high school. You don't even have to have a fancy suit or a pompadour hairdo. Don't need any of that. It's real simple. You look at the chart, and there's a certain pattern. It's called the W formation pattern. It tells you, okay, if JP Morgan and Goldman Sachs, if they own a lot of Intel, you can see when they're purchasing more of it. It's real simple. It's a pattern. Then when they purchase enough of it, it creates energy. And when it creates that energy, it creates pricing power. And then the price goes up. So you start buying it. And it's the same thing. When they stop and they start taking profits, and they put the profits in their pocket, you can see it. This is what I do for thousands and thousands of people all over the country. We watch these same 5 stocks every day. Now, the beautiful thing is when they take their money out, what do you think the stock does? It goes down. And the beautiful thing is you identify that as well. So you can what they call short it. So easy. So 14% going up, 14% coming back down. Same thing with my Caterpillar, same thing with my Goldman Sachs. But by staying with the same 5 stocks, you're in control. I would love to have you join the gang. You see how simple it is to create some wealth. The biggest problem we have today, the biggest scare is not ISIS, it's retirement. How many of you have money for retirement? Very few. And let's talk about that for a moment. Think about that. Obama, to make sure that this stock market would not go down because the economy was so bad, and it is so bad, and because people have little money because they don't have good jobs. They're not going out and spend. So company profits are dropping. But to make sure the stock doesn't drop, he made sure he prints money and he gives it to these companies free, no interest. So if their earnings drop, their profits drop, they make sure their stock doesn't drop, and it goes back up by simply buying their own shares. That's called a bubble. For 9 years, that's what we've been doing. 7 years, that's what we've been doing. Creating this big, massive bubble. And when it's ready to break, it's when they stop printing the money. It's when they say there's no more zero interest rates. Because when there's no more free money, and IBM misses its earnings, or McDonald's misses its earnings, now there's no problem. When the earnings go down, the stock price is supposed to go down. But that doesn't go down anymore. Stocks don't go down anymore. Why would they? Because when the earnings are bad and the profits are bad, they immediately borrow money and buy their own stock, and the stock continues to go up. But when that stops, if they stop in December they're going to stop and they say, we're not going to raise rates. Or they're going to, if they say they go ahead and raise rates, is my point. If they raise rates, how are they going to stop the stock from going down? If you have bad earnings, your stock starts dropping and you're not buying your own stock back, how do you get the stock up? You got to do quantitative easing. That's the only alternative. Is that what they're going to do? We've already been through that. QE 1, 2, and 3. This would be quantitative 4. I think so. See, I wouldn't worry about it because if they raise rates, the dollar's going to go up and it's going to crush companies' profits. And when the minute that stock starts going down and companies aren't buying, they bought $4.4 trillion. They borrowed $4.4 trillion of this free money to hold this stock market up. So now they stop in December. They have no choice but bring in quantitative easing. And then the market will go up another 200%. Until the point that this economy's gotten so bad. Remember, the higher the stock market goes up, the worse the economy gets. People can't connect that. They just can't connect that. That's the problem. They cannot connect the fact when the stock market goes up, the economy goes down. Because all the energy of these companies, these CEOs, is not to do research and development, not to go buy other companies, not to be productive. They don't care about that anymore. All they think about is one thing. How do I borrow more money? I'm going to take the profits I made. If I made 2 million profits, I'm going to borrow 2 million more. Doesn't cost me anything. No interest. And I'm going to buy my own shares to push the stock price up. I'm not going to worry about research and development. What do I care? Look, I'm making 300 times more than the guy that works for me because I'm exercising my options, for heaven's sakes. I'm doing terrific. They don't care. There's no value to the companies, and that's the problem. Why these company stocks soar, and the CEOs and the dividends are being paid out, the people that are getting rich, but the value of the companies are getting worse and worse and worse. The equipment's getting old. Information technology is dated because every penny is put into buying their stock. So that's why I wouldn't worry. If they raise rates, the dollar's going to go up, profit's going to come way down, then they got to do QE. But here's the problem, as I said. The more you do this, the more, whether it's QE or stock buybacks, money doesn't stay in the company. That means they're not hiring, they're laying people off, they're cutting people to part-time, and that's why we got more part-time people than full-time people. We got terrible jobs available. They're all service jobs. So you kill the economy. So if the stock market goes up another 50, 60%, the economy gets worse. Gets to a point people just can't buy anymore. And when they can't buy anything anymore, they're tapped out, just like with the housing crash. Same thing happens. They can't buy anymore. Then prices start to decelerate. Companies start laying off people, and you're right back into a recession. But if you're with me, it doesn't matter. We'll catch you on the way down. Join my gang, Phil's gang. Be right back.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
From the perspective of the U.S. economy, I think we've seen continuing signs of strength.
Continuing signs of strength? What are you, nuts? Household spending dropped to its lowest level since 2008. Retail sales dropped to its lowest level in 9 years. Wages to its lowest level in 30 years. Disposable income to its lowest level in 40 years. Home ownership to its lowest level in 30 years. What's he talking about? That's Jack Lew, our Treasury Secretary. We can't trust anything that comes out of Washington or Wall Street. And that's why I want you to join Phil's gang. My name is Phil Grande of philsgang.com. Well, the reason you stay away from the stock market because you're fearful, because no one has taught you how to invest. You go to school to learn how to do math. You go to school to learn how to drive. Why don't you go to school to learn how to invest using charts? Join my gang. philsgang.com, the best teaching format in the country when it comes to stocks.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-GANG. 877-600-4264.
Hi, I'm Phil Grande of philsgang.com. You know, many people left the stock market after the crash, and here's why.
Responsibility begins and ends with our partners and our shareholders, and that's it.
And that's still going on. That's your planner. They don't represent you. They represent themselves, your money manager. But you have to make a change. You can't change them. You make the change. Join my gang, philsgang.com, so that we can take care of you. philsgang.com.
Go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-4264.
Hi, I'm Phil Grande, philsgang.com, Phil's Gang Radio Show. You know, we just went through a 1,900-point stock market drop, fastest drop ever in 2 days. Most of you panicked. At Phil's Gang, we didn't look at it as a crash. We looked at it as an opportunity because we were short. Why? Because I was able to teach my students how to read a chart, so in advance, they would know that the market was going to go down. It's all about learning. It's always amazed me, our whole life, someone teaches us to play baseball, someone teaches us to ski, someone teaches us how to drive a car. But there's nobody there to teach you how to invest in a stock. And that's where I come. I think I have the best teaching format in the country. Check it out. It's philsgang.com. So you'll be so comfortable. You don't care if the market's going down or the market's going up. Join my gang, philsgang.com.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-GANG. 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264.
Hi, I'm Phil Grande of Phil's Gang. Remember, on May 29th and July 28th, I said to short the market. The market was going to experience a correction. How did I know? My PT2. Check it out. This is not a crash for us. We're experiencing a correction because we are now making money on our stocks because we're shorting it. Using our PT2 identified for us when they were pulling their money out, both in May and July, and we were right there to pull our money out too. Join my gang, philsgang.com.
Go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-GANG. At philsgang.com, we promote core technicals and chart analysis that enables each Phil's Gang member to be the best investor they can be. At philsgang.com, stock investing is defined in detail by the Phil's Gang standards. Working together, we achieve our goals and ultimately provide a truly unique profit-taking experience for our members. This is what philsgang.com does, and no one does it better than the off-the-Wall Street maverick, Phil Grande. For over 15 years, Phil coaches and teaches that stock investing diversity goes beyond fundamentals and stories. We believe that amazing things happen when people invest in themselves by following Phil's format and recommendations. At philsgang.com, we believe in the desire to embrace, build, and deliver on our core values and promises. And for over 15 years, Phil Grande has delivered on that promise. For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Welcome back to the Phil's Gang Show. This segment is brought to you by Phil's Talking Trader Stock Charts.
And welcome back to Phil's Gang. I want to give you another stock. It's one of our 5 stocks. You can join the gang. Let me give you the phone, 877-600-GANG. And these are real numbers. Okay, real numbers. IBM, we shorted the stock. We shorted it, meaning that we knew it was going down. So I showed my gang members how to short the stock. One of our 5 stocks that we invest every day, all year long. So we knew, we could see, we could tell the pattern. We know the stock so well. It dropped 15%. So the gang had an opportunity to get a good portion of that 15%. It was identified for them, and we showed them why it was going to go down. We could identify, you could see how the money was coming out. And then, after it stopped going down, we showed them and identified for them, hey, now they're starting to put money back in. And it went up 7%. So why are we in this bubble all the time? This will be our 3rd bubble. As long as the Federal Reserve controls the printing machine, controls interest rates, we'll always have bubbles. That's why they create bubbles, so they can get very, very wealthy. In spite of what the economy is doing. The economy is totally divorced from the stock market. Never think anymore, the stock market's going up, the economy's doing great then. No, just the opposite. Just the opposite. See, the reality under Obama, and why we got to be thankful this Thanksgiving that he's going to be gone in 13 months, for it's too late. Under Obama, an historic and increasing number of Americans are satisfied with being dependent on the government. We've never had the number of people we have now. They're so satisfied with being dependent on the government and believe that the government should have the responsibility to take care of them, just like Dwayne. Now, don't misunderstand. I'm not saying it's wrong to help those in need. I certainly do, believe me. Those who honestly cannot take care of themselves. We take care of them. And everyone, almost everyone, at some point needs a helping hand. Some point in their life. But you give them a hand up, not an Obama hand out, like the Obama phone. My God. Are you kidding? Obama phone. What a fraud. What a fraud. It's the biggest giant fraud that the middle class taxpayer, you and me, have to pay for. $2.2 billion we have to pay, and you see it on your tax on your phone. They had to move the tax up 83%. 83%. You want to know why they moved the tax up? Because they don't collect the fines. That's right, they don't collect the fines. It costs $2 billion a year to operate the Obama phone. But you and I pay for it. They don't collect. They could pay for it through the fee, through the fines, but they never find. They find them, but don't collect. So instead of collecting the fines, our tax on our phones have gone up 83%, from $819 million to $1.6 billion under Obama. Because he and the liberals in the Congress have a deal going with the providers. They're one of their biggest bundlers. They're all money bundlers. The cell phone bundlers. Money bundlers. They're the providers of this cell phone, Obama cell phone. It's crazy. Fines of $33 million against three providers were never collected. $33 million. That would have gone towards the overhead of think about it. That would go against the overhead of $2.2 billion. Instead, they jacked up the tax on our phone, 83%. Another provider had $18 million in fines for various violations over 8 months in Maryland and Arkansas, West Virginia. They never collected a penny. Why? Because they walked into Congress, paid off their representative. The lobbyists went and say, here, we want to make sure that no one collects the fines. So give me a check for Bonner, got $125,000 in one payoff. $125,000. Are you kidding? So, we got these people who are on these phones. It is unbelievable. But 20,000 phones are being given away just in Colorado alone a month. What are you, nuts? And here's what they do. To get a phone, you got to be on Medicare or Medicaid, or you got to be on food stamps, and all you have to do is show a food stamp program, a food stamp card. So the agent of the provider will ask you for the food stamp card as proof you're on food stamps, because you need to be on food stamps to get one of these things. But you know what? Don't worry if you don't have one. We have a food stamp number. We'll take care of it. So they're providing phones to people who are making $125,000 a year, $200,000 a year. It's all fraud. It's all fraud. What are you, nuts? Yeah, that's all fraud. And we, the middle class, are paying for this fraud. It's a joke. But this is the culture that Obama put in place. I'm not saying Bush was any better. My God, I'm not saying that. Both of them were bad. But the myth that we are in recovery and Obama's stimulus has worked. Oh, am I glad when he's gone? And I'm so thankful this Thanksgiving he's only got 13 months left. So we can get rid of the myth that his stimulus has worked when it's failed. Oh, I'm so glad. His stimulus didn't work. It's failed. This old $787 billion stimulus bill, it never worked. Remember when he started out with that? He said, I'm going to bring the unemployment rate from 10% all the way down to 5%. Instead, it went from 8% to 10. No, that's right. It went from 8% to 10% when he said he was going to bring it down to 5%. And then it went to 10% because it wasn't working. That's when they started to mask it with corporate welfare. That's when they brought in quantitative easing, which is nothing but big corporate welfare. Look, all I can tell you is this. The market is the best place in the world. But please disconnect it from the economy. It has nothing to do with the economy. The economy is getting worse. Tell me, if median incomes have dropped, if they've dropped, how can you say the economy is really doing good? Because the market's up 200%. Under Obama, 72% of all Americans live in a home where at least one person receives welfare. Before Obama, that number was less than 20%. Right now, more than 100 million Americans are enrolled in at least one welfare program run by the federal government, and that does not even count Social Security or Medicare. There's 80 welfare programs. The number of Americans enrolled in food stamps before Obama was 17 million. Now it's 47 million. How can you say we're in recovery? The number of Americans receiving disability payments have doubled under Obama. And we're in a recovery? Welfare is growing 72 times faster than full-time jobs. 72 times faster. Before Obama, 65 workers for each American that were collecting Social Security disability payments. Today, there's only 10 workers for each American that's collecting Social Security and disability payments. What are you, nuts? Are we in a recovery? Where's the recovery? The recovery you need to learn about is the stock market. You got to recover from the terrible 401k that you're in. You got to recover from that. You got to recover from those terrible expenses where they take 60% of your income. Just join my gang for 1 month. And all I ask, if you do well, please send money to St. Jude. I can show you by just taking one ETF called the S&P 500. It's the only one you have to invest in. Just that ETF, the 500 best companies in the world. Just invest in that. And every day we help you with it. Join my gang. Have a great Thanksgiving. See you on the charts.
You have been listening to Phil's Gang with your host, Phil Grande, on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Remember to visit Phil's website at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or call the office, 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
It's up to me.